Namaste. In this morning's practice, we're going to start lying down on the back in a supine position. So please start by making your way into a position down on your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Rest your hands on your belly and just close down your eyes. Starting with the practice of Viloma pranayama. Viloma, against the grain. This is where we visualize dividing the belly and the lungs into three, the bottom, the middle, the top. And you'll be breathing in 3 stages. 3 seconds to the bottom, 3 seconds to the middle, 3 seconds to the top, and then exhale for 9. So inhale, 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 exhale. The power in this pranayama is in the pause in between each breath, so in between each inhalation and before and following the exhalation. Exhale completely, empty the belly, empty out the lungs. And we begin. Inhale, bottom, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, middle, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, top, 2, 1, hold. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, bottom, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, middle, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, top, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, bottom, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, middle, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, top, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time. Inhale, abdominal, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, thoracic, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, clavicular, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, and after 4 rounds of Viloma pranayama, just observe how you feel in this moment. We'll be incorporating Ujjayi pranayama in today's practice. And this is the pranayama, the audible oceanic rasping sound that you make with each inhalation and exhalation. So it's a very inspiring breath, reminding you to stay present with your breath, but it's also very easily forgotten. So if I just demonstrate here. Start to practice pranayama. And as you do so, draw the knees in and hug the knees into the chest. Taking a rock from side to massage into the hip flexors and release the lower back and sacrum. It massages the abdominal organs and stimulates the digestive system. This position really allows a deep release along the back line of the body, as well as releasing tension around the knees and the front line of the lower legs. And now release your legs, bring them back down to the floor. The right ankle crosses over, push the right leg away. So here we're in a reclined pigeon position. This is the first stage, so it's nice and gentle on the knee. However, this might already feel quite strong in the hips, the glutes, the buttocks, and if so, please feel free to stay here. This is a really great position to help release. If you feel like your body wants to go a bit deeper, you can thread the hands in between the legs there, interlace the hands in front of your knee, and hug the left leg in closer towards you. Keep your right foot flexed to help protect the knee here. So hugging that left leg in close, and your right elbow can push the right leg away. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. creating, almost like you're trying to create an imprint of your spine into the mat. Really beautiful release into the glutes and the buttocks. But as you focus on pressing the tailbone down at the same time as the back of the neck down, at the same time as pulling that left leg in, you will feel a more powerful stretch. It really maximizes the benefits of the posture. And now from here, releasing the hands, keep the legs as they are. Just simply slide the right leg over the left, grab hold of the tops of your feet or your ankles or shins. If it is available, grab the feet and draw the feet down towards your shoulders. Focus on pressing your tailbone down as you pull your feet towards your shoulders, releasing tension along the outer seams of the legs. This pose is amazing for releasing tension in the IT band, which is a wide sheet of connective tissue running down the sides of the glutes, down the side of the leg and attaching to the tibia. Helps to increase the length of the glutes to absorb and redistribute the energy given by the muscle. And slowly release your feet, keeping the legs as they are. Continue to wrap your right leg around the left. Bring your feet to the ground. Shuffle the buttocks over to the right side of the mat. Extend the arms out and drop the hips, drop the knees over to the left side, turning the head away. Deep breathing into the right side of the body. Really experiencing the length, the extension, the expansion down the right side of the body, filling the rib cage. Really beautiful release here into the spine. And now return the legs back to the center. Come back to the center. Hug the outer edges of the feet. And you can take a little rock from side to side if you love this pose as much as I do. It can be nice just to rock from side to side. I notice that I feel it a lot more into the hip joint. I feel a deeper release when I take a little rock from side to side. But if you prefer to be stationary, that's beautiful too. And you can press your tailbone down, pull the knees down towards the armpits, keep the soles of the feet parallel to the sky and pull down. Parallel to the ceiling, I should say. Now we bring the feet back together. So with the soles of the feet touching, attempt to bring your big toes towards your forehead. And release. Bring the right foot down to the floor, cross the left ankle over the right leg, push that left leg away. So we're now just coming back to repeat on the left side. Just be mindful of how you're feeling at this moment. Your left side might be completely different to the right side. And especially if you're working with an injury or any sort of limitations, respect how you are on this side. I know it's very common to hear yoga teachers say, repeat the same that you did on the other side, on this side. And that's really not the case if you're working with an injury or limitations. So please respect your body, nurture your body, and listen to how it feels. If it feels good for you to now thread the needle, as they often say, thread the hands between that gap, interlace them around the leg, you can. You can also grab under the hamstring if that feels better for you. And so by doing this, taking this option, reminder to keep that foot flexed. Pull the right leg in close, keep your tailbone, the back of the neck down, hug the right leg in close and allow your left elbow to nudge the left leg away. Just kind of giving a little push away. See how that feels. Might feel nice, might feel a bit icky and sticky, and it might be an absolutely not now, not today. And that's fine. Listen to your body, take the options that suit you. A reminder that that's the beauty of yoga. We work with our bodies, not forcefully or aggressively against our bodies. And that is the beauty, because yoga truly is for everybody. No matter what stage you're at, any injuries, limitations, discomfort, tension, that's what yoga's here for. So welcome it in as your best friend and obtain that awareness of your body through the poses. Become aware of where there's tension. That knowledge is power. Now from here, releasing the grip, slide the left leg over the right, grab a hold of the tops of the feet towards the sky, and then pull them towards the shoulders. So here we are in Supta Gomukhasana, reclined cow face pose. The previous posture that we were in was Supta Ekapara Raja Kapotasana, which is reclined one-legged king pigeon pose. This one is, or it could just be summarized to Supta Kapotasana, reclined pigeon. We don't need to make it too complicated. This one is reclined cow face. So it's the same position as our cow face, just lying on our back, keeping the tailbone down, back of the neck down. Pull your feet towards your shoulders and experience that release into the outer seam of the left leg, this cheeky area that no matter what you do, whether you're active or whether you live a sedentary lifestyle, it gets tight. It just gets tight. That's the way it is. It's what it does. So let's help release some tension, because tension in the IT does accumulate into the hips and also adds pressure to the knee as well. So it really is this cascading waterfall effect. We want to release as much tension throughout the entire body as we can. Now releasing the feet, wrap the left leg around the right, bring your feet to the ground, shuffle the hips to the left, drop the knees to the right, open up the arms, and I'm going to turn away from you now to look over my left shoulder, out towards this beautiful lake that I'm very blessed to be practicing at today. Breathing deeply, that Ujjayi pranayama, Ujjayi, victorious breath. Audible oceanic rasping sound. Each inhale, each exhale, breathing deep into the left side of the body, experiencing the length, extension, and expansion. Take your legs back into the center, hug the knees into the chest, and take a second set of happy baby pose. Notice how you feel in this second set and see if you can bring your knees down closer towards the floor. On this second set, mine's quite happy to touch the ground next to the armpit, and that's really what we're aiming for. You can take little rocks from side to side if you want to, if that feels nice. And you're looking up towards the ceiling or the sky, feeling happy and joyful, just like a happy baby. Ananda Balasana, blissful baby pose. Supta Baddha Konasana, you're now in an altered variation where you bring the feet together and try to touch your forehead to your big toes. Take a deep breath in, Ujjayi pranayama. And slowly lower down. You might need to shuffle a little bit down the mat here. And now bring your feet up towards the sky and start to bring them over your head. Support the lower back with your hands to encourage pushing your hips over the shoulders. You can straighten the legs for a deeper stretch in the hamstrings or keep the knees soft if you prefer. Halasana decompresses the spine, creating a powerful release and space in the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral spine. Maintain focus on Ujjayi pranayama here. Breathe deeply. Continue supporting your back, pushing the hips further over the shoulders as much as you can. One more deep breath here. And slowly lower down. Hug the knees into the chest. Then place your hands behind the thighs and rock and roll up and down the spine, shoulders to the tailbone. So now we want to rock about 5 times just to loosen up and because it feels amazing. And that's what yoga's all about. Fun and amazing and feeling fantastic. And now, can you rock and roll all the way to your feet into a forward fold? And just take a moment here. So from your forward fold, folding down, maybe allow the hands to relax on the ground. They might float. You might like to grab your elbows. Try to keep the legs completely straight, locking out the knee joint, tuck the chin in towards the chest, and let the arms just fall down. Let the hands come down to the floor, heel toe your feet out to hip width apart, Parangustasana. So we were just in Uttanasana, the forward fold. We now come into Parangustasana. Your peace fingers grab a hold of your big toes along with your thumbs. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, pull on the big toes, endeavoring to bring your nose towards the knees, folding down. Keep the legs completely straight. The key target area here, anatomically speaking, is the backs of your legs and from your tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. So you're really wanting to pull on the big toes, keep the legs straight to release tension in the hamstrings. And releasing the big toes. Inhale as you roll the spine up, one vertebra at a time, Ujjayi pranayama. Exhale as you roll the shoulders back. Heel toe your feet together, and if you're not already, stand to the top of your mat. Inhale as you raise the arms up. Come up onto your tippy toes. Find your balance. Reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. And now pull, reach, reach, pull, reach, 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 pull. Like you're grabbing, climbing some rope. Reach, 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 pull. And relax, lower down. Take a deep breath in, arms raise up. Ujjayi pranayama. Exhale, swan dive. Down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. And now as we exhale, bring the hands down below the shoulders and simply lower down onto your knees. We're going to work with pelvic tilts here. So just adjust so your wrists are below your shoulders, middle fingers facing forward, thumbs facing each other. Your knees should be directly below the hips, your feet hidden behind the knees. So when you look down, you can't see your feet. Find a neutral spine. And now we're working with the hips here. So tilt your hips to stick your butt up and lower the belly down. And now from here, imagine working from your tailbone, if you imagine that your tailbone was a pencil and you're drawing a line towards the front of your mat with your tailbone. From here, start to draw that line to the front of your mat and tilt just the pelvis. So try not to move the shoulders too much. Again, tilting the pelvis, draw the line to the back of the mat, up to the sky. And then draw the line to the front of the mat. One more time. Inhale. And exhale to the front of the mat. Okay, so now we work with retraction and protraction of the shoulders. Now, it is quite cool here at the moment, so I'm wearing a jacket. Hopefully you can see fine with the retraction and protraction. You want to maintain a neutral spine and then awkwardly collapse and drop your chest down between the hands. You notice it feels a little bit like, a bit icky, a bit strange, a bit like, oh, collapsed. And now from here, push the earth away, push into the mat and round between the shoulder blades. So you're trying to take out any creases of your t-shirt. And now retract, lower the chest down, all the creases into the t-shirt, looking forward. And now protraction, no creases in the back of your t-shirt. Now we're going to combine the two into Asana, cat-cow pose. Inhale as you retract the shoulders, shine your tailbone up towards the sky, look up, lower the belly down. You're creating a concave action in your lumbar spine. Deep breath in. And now as you exhale, start from the tailbone, draw that line to the front of the mat, round through the spine, arch the back, protract through the shoulders, tuck the chin to the chest. Angry cat. Inhale as you look forward and up. Retraction. Tilt the tailbone. Point it up. Lower the belly down. Look up. Exhale, arching the back, rounding through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. 2 more times. Inhale, look forward and up, creating that concave action. Creases in the back of the t-shirt. Exhale, arching, rounding. Draw that line from the tailbone to the top of the mat. No creases in the t-shirt. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Rounding through. Good. Now from here, come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes and hover your knees off the ground. Simple, right? Yikes. Now from here, simply extend your right leg back. Oh, hello. Bring it back in. This is working with control, core strength. Extend the left leg back. Nice fun one. And bring the leg back in. Can you reach your right arm forward? Woo. And bring the right arm down. Keep those knees hovering. Don't lift up into a down dog. Left arm forward. And lower back down. Good work. So hold here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower the knees back down. Now reach your right arm forward like you're shaking hands with somebody. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back behind you. I know some people call this a bird dog. Breathe in as you lift a little higher. Hold as you exhale. Inhale, lifting a little higher like you're creating a banana shape with the arm and leg. Hold as you exhale. And 1 more time. Inhale, lift up high, reach up as high as you can. And now as you exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, round through the spine, arch the back, tuck the chin to the chest, just like we did in Angry Cat. We'll repeat. Inhale, reach out, lengthen, lift up, raise up. Exhale, draw it in nice and close. Inhale, reach out, lengthen and lift. Exhale to draw it in. Inhale, reach out. Ujjayi pranayama. Exhale to draw it in. Inhale, reach out, lengthen and lift. Exhale, draw it in. 2 more times, you've got this. Inhale, reach out, lengthen, lift up. Don't give up. Exhale. And the last time. Inhale, reach out, lengthen, lift up, hold, pause. Now from here, bend your left leg, reach the right arm back, grab the foot, and lift the leg up a little bit higher. So you're now working with a balance and a stretch. And now twist to look over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release with control. Release, extend back out, finish off nicely. Don't just collapse to the floor here and then lower down. Raise the left hand up towards the sky. Look up to the hand, twist, stretch, take a deep breath in. And now we're going to thread the needle. Left arm threads under the right. So this is the view from the bag. But if I'm going to turn around here so you can see from the front side, left ear, left cheek to the mat, left arm threads under. Now you're welcome to stay here. Option to extend the right leg out. Option to bring the right fingertips into like this tent position and push a little bit more. So it's more into a panda pose. An option to slide the right leg out to the side if you want to. And now from here, return back to the center, bring it all in, unwrap that arm, reach it up to the ceiling, again finishing off nicely, deep breath in, and exhale, slowly lower down. Turn the fingers to face back towards your knees and send your weight back. So you're stretching underneath the wrists. The meridians in the bottom part of the wrist here are linked to our immune system. So according to traditional Chinese medicine, tension in the base of the wrist can cause, releasing this tension can help to strengthen our immune system. And now from here, change the hands around so the tops of the hands are resting on the ground, stretching out the top of the wrists. Especially in this day and age, very, very beneficial when we're working on computers, phones, so often. This is really important release. Now, keep your toes tucked under or tuck them under if you haven't already. Make sure those baby toes don't miss out on the party. I'm going to turn to face you here. Toes are tucked under, fire toes, Agni Pada. And now from here, interlace the hands and just draw this fun little shape, like a party move. And then change the direction, just to challenge the brain a little bit. Flick out the wrists. Flick this way. Release the hands down. Right hand to the side of the face here, stretching out the left side of your neck. Now push the left hand away. And just enjoy that release. Forgetting completely about the toes. Just focusing on your neck. Ujjayi pranayama, bring your awareness to your breath. The yogis say that bringing awareness to your breath will distract the mind from all else. So give it a shot. And now tuck the chin in towards the armpit, hand on the back of the head. So now you can feel a change of that release to the left side of the spine. Very beautiful release. Again, so beneficial when we are sitting at the computers. If at any stage it does get too unbearable for those toes, just simply untuck the toes, but stay with me for the rest of it. I'm going to release this side. Left hand comes over to the side of the face. Push the right hand away. If you're still with me in fire toes, fantastic. Interesting fun fact about fire toes and why I love it so much, because it really is one of my favorite postures. The fascia, the deep connective tissue in your feet, is actually connected all the way up the back line of the body to the top of the head, all the way up the top. So from here, you can take the chin down towards your armpit again. So when you release the fascia in your feet by way of fire toes, you can actually help to reduce tension in the calves, the hamstrings, the lower back, the shoulders, and the neck. Isn't that incredible? That is science, not a philosophy or spirituality. That is actually known. It's really amazing. Now from here, just release the head, bring the hands down, couple of neck rolls. Another fun fact is when you practice fire toes, it's easier to sit in a Japanese tea ceremony for a longer period of time. Look from side to side. That's originally when I was first introduced to fire toes, was when I was in a Japanese tea ceremony back in 2016. All right, shrug out the shoulders. Good job. Bring the hands in front, tap out those toes. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Now when we're tapping here, we're helping to bring a little bit more of the water into the fire. Rest on the tops of the feet. Place your hands behind the hips. Lift the knees up. And we're now in an ankle stretch, a very powerful, beautiful counter posture to fire toes, stretching into that plantar fascia and the tops of the feet and the ankles. Now, please don't be disturbed. I've been doing this for over 20 years. If you're feeling enough tension and stretch here into the thighs and the lower legs, this is fantastic. Again, working with your body, not working against your body. You can raise the legs as high as you like. If, like myself, you're feeling that you get more of a stretch when you come up a little bit higher, feel free to try that. But there's no pressure. The ankle stretch is very beneficial no matter where you're at. And now we lower back down. We get to do it all again on the other side. So come down into a tabletop position. Now from here, tuck your toes under, hover the knees. Just for a moment, switching on that core. Ujjayi pranayama. Can you draw the navel in towards the spine and up behind the rib cage, embracing Uddiyana Bandha at the same time as Ujjayi, victorious breath. Lower the knees down. Reach your left arm forward this time like you're shaking hands with somebody, and then reach your right leg out behind you. Breathe in as you lift a little higher, and then hold as you exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher, creating a banana shape with the arm and leg. Hold as you exhale. Be mindful not to lift up that right hip. Inhale, lift up, raise up, go up as high as you can. Lift up. Hold, exhale. And now bring your elbow in towards the knee. Round through the spine, angry cat position, forehead to the knee. Inhale as you reach out, lengthen, lift. Exhale, angry cat position, protraction in the shoulders. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale to draw it in. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale to draw it in. Inhale. Exhale to draw it in. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, reach out, lengthen, lift up. Don't give up. Exhale to draw it in. This is the last one. Inhale, reach out, lengthen, lift. Now hold. Bend your right knee. Reach the left arm back. Grab a hold of the foot. Push the foot away. And your toe can either stay tucked or untucked. It's up to you. Lift up a little higher, feeling that release into your right hip flexor, and then look over your left shoulder. So you're incorporating a twist with this balancing posture, stretching into the quads, the hip flexors, strengthening the left glutes and buttocks. It's a very, very effective posture. Take another deep breath in. Slowly, with control, release, extend back out, inhale, and exhale, slowly lower down. The right arm reaches up towards the sky, a relief here into the right wrist. Circle the hand, circle the other way. Take a breath in as you open up, and exhale, thread the needle. Right ear, right cheek to the mat. Now you can take the options. If it felt good on the other side, you can extend the left leg back. You can thread the arm more, pushing, create a tent with your left hand, and then push yourself over into more of a panda position, you might like to take that left foot out to the side. You should feel a really beautiful release and stretch between the shoulder blades and across your back. Come back into the center. Gently, slowly unthread that needle. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And exhale, lower down. Again, flip the hands back. Turn the fingers to face towards you and send your weight back to stretch underneath the wrists. Ujjayi pranayama. Release, rest on the backs of the hands here and send the weight back. So you're stretching the tops of the wrists now. Ujjayi pranayama. Good. And now release, tuck the toes under. Just a second, another little bit of fire toes in your life for the day. Flick out the wrists and flick this way. Interlace the hands, circle. Challenge your brain, change direction. And now this time, in our fire toes, reach the arms out in front of you. Swing your right arm under the left, wrap the hands around and see if you can either push the hands away, grab the fingers, or maybe bring the hands into a prayer position. Raise the elbows up, draw the forearms forward. So from a side view here, it looks like this. So I'm lifting the elbows up, pushing my hands away. And what this does is creates more of a release between the shoulder blades, into the shoulders, into the back. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, you're welcome to draw a line towards the back of the room or back of your mat, which takes your weight back a little bit, challenges those little toes a little bit more. And inhale as you slowly lower down. We're going to switch the arms around, so left arm underneath the right, wrap the hands around wherever you're at here. So reaching the hands, gripping the fingers, but I'd rather you be here than grab your shoulders, because the idea is to release into those shoulders. So we really want to stay in this position. Raise the elbows up if you can, forearms forward. And now you're welcome to draw a line back. A nice gentle little spinal extension, little back bend. A bit more weight into the toes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down. Unwrap the arms, bring the hands in front of you, tap out your fiery toes. Hopefully they're feeling a lot of release of tension. And now rest on the tops of the feet for the counter pose, the ankle stretch, hands behind, lifting up the knees. Just experiencing sensations here in the lower leg, into the ankles, into the feet. Wherever you're feeling it is perfect for you. Just stay where you're at today. One more deep Ujjayi pranayama. Lower down. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips. Maybe shuffle your feet back a little bit, making sure thumbs are facing towards each other, middle fingers are facing forward, wrapping those arms underneath. So if your hands were on top of jars, it's like you're trying to screw the jar lids shut, closing off those jar lids, wrapping the armpits in towards each other, and look down at your feet. So remember when we were in a tabletop position and your tailbone was drawing a line to the front of the mat and towards the back of the mat. Imagine now you're drawing a line up towards the sky with that pencil. So really here, you're wanting to tilt the tailbone up towards the sky, lower the chest down, and feel that release into the backs of the legs. You can always bend the knees if you need to, if that's more gentle and friendly on the hamstrings, but working towards straightening the legs if possible. Breathe in as you look forward. Come up onto your tippy toes, and now tippy toe your way to the top of the mat. Tippy, 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 tippy. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, raise the arms up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, looking up if it's comfortable for the neck, and just take a little back bend here. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart space, Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. So in this position, I quite like to practice a variation that my teacher taught me in India. And it's where you start by working with a little bit of a release into the wrists, circling the hands. So as you do so, you turn your prayer to face forward, roll the backs of the hands, and then come back into a prayer position. So just give that a shot a few times here. We're going to integrate that into Surya Namaskar A. Okay, so from Samastitihi, starting at the top of the mat, rolling those wrists, and then bring the arms down, brush the thighs. It might take a bit of practice. Inhale, raise the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Palms to the ground, step high plank, Kumbhakasana. Holding the breath, then exhale as you lower, Chaturanga, halfway. So you're only halfway here. Hopefully you haven't fallen all the way to the floor. Hopefully you're still here with me at a halfway position. Chaturanga, this helps to generate a lot of strength in the body. Slide through and up into upward facing dog. The body's nice and warm, but if you want to bring your body down into more of a high cobra, feel free to do that. Take a deep breath in, look up towards the sky. Exhale as you come down into downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, look forward, come up onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees like a puppy about to pounce. Okay, so you can even get that little springing action. And then jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, raise the arms up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Circle the wrists. Inhale, arms raise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow, connecting sky, heart, earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to the ground, jump back, Kumbhakasana, plank, lower Chaturanga, halfway. Sliding through, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. One deep Ujjayi pranayama here. Bend the knees, look forward. Step, walk or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. One more time. Circle those wrists. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the ground, step or jump back. Plank, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. One Ujjayi pranayama. Bend the knees, look forward. Step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms raise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar B. Bend the knees. Brush the fingers floor to find that depth. And then inhale as you raise your arms up. Utkatasana, fierce pose, also known as chair pose in the West. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you fold. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring the hands to the ground, step or jump back. Kumbhakasana, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Without raising your right foot up to the sky, simply step it in between the hands. Spin your left heel to the ground, bend your right knee. Inhale as you raise the arms up into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 pose. And then exhale as you bring the prayer hands down to the floor, step back, plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Without raising your left leg to the sky, simply step it in between the hands. Spin the right heel down, bend into the left knee, and inhale, raising the arms up, Warrior 1. Exhale, fold, step back, plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 Ujjayi pranayama here. Raise the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step, walk or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees generously. Inhale, arms raise up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Hold here, breathe deeply. Deep breath in. And exhale. Now step back to take the length of your mat as wide as you can. Turn your big toes in slightly, legs are straight. Hands to the hips. Deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale as you fold down, sending your forehead down towards the floor. Hands just rest to the ground below your shoulders, and allow your upper body to fold down. Prasarita Padottanasana. So we're in a standing forward fold, a wide-legged standing forward fold here. Really beautiful release. After the flows, it's an opportunity for you to breathe deeply, embracing those Ujjayi pranayama to really slow down the heart rate, calm the body, before we move into some balancing postures. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, arms raise out. Exhale, fold down. Grab a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. Breathe in as you look forward. And now as you exhale, pull on your big toes. And you can take your feet a little bit wider if you want to. See if you can bring the top of the head down towards the floor. Keep the legs straight. Push your big toes into your fingers, your forehead down towards the floor. If the forehead doesn't want to touch the floor today, no worries. There's no prizes for your forehead touching the floor. Just that it might feel a little bit easier actually because you've got a third point for balance. Inhale, raise halfway. Hold, exhale. Now from here, just simply interlace the hands behind the back. Raise the fists up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold down. Draw the elbows back towards each other. Can you keep the palms of your hands connected so the entire hand is kissing the other hand rather than separating the palms like I'm demonstrating now? You actually want to bring the palms of the hands together, raising the fists up over the head. Now from here, release the hands down to the floor. Push up halfway, inhale. Hold, exhale. Raise the right hand up towards the sky. Look up to the hand, inhale. Exhale, lower right hand down. Inhale, raise the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Reach the arms out to the side. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Now, heel toe your feet in towards each other, or challenging your adductor muscles, jump the feet together. Deep breath in and exhale. Vrikshasana, tree pose, arguably the most famous standing balancing posture there is in yoga. Vrikshasana, the first stage variation, is if you bend your right knee, bring the heel to the inside of the ankle. Your option is to slide it higher up the leg, even grabbing the ankle, bringing it all the way towards the groin. Find your drishti, your focus point, on the floor a couple of meters in front of you, and if you can, bring the hands towards the heart space. Now the focus here is to point your toes towards the back. Okay, if you point the toes towards the back, this helps to open up the knee, open up the hip. Take a deep breath, Ujjayi pranayama. So powerful at strengthening those muscles in the standing leg. Balancing on one leg doesn't just balance us out physically. The yogis truly feel, experience, believe that it helps to balance mentally and emotionally, because it's very hard for the mind to race around when you're balancing on one leg. Now from here, all you're going to do is simply release your foot from the inner thigh or the floor. Can you cross it just above your knee, the ankle toe above the knee? And maybe start to bend that standing leg and bring your forearms down towards the shin. We're now in a standing pigeon position. Now your option is to stay here, a beautiful release into the glutes and the buttocks. If you want to play with a fun little challenging arm balance, I'll just demonstrate side on. From your standing pigeon position, bring your hands down to the floor. Your foot hooks around the tricep of your arm. Look forward. Where your drishti goes, your energy flows. Look forward. Press your shin on the backs of the arms to float your foot off the ground. Maintaining that position, you can start to extend the leg out if you want to. Either of those positions. Flying pigeons, come back down. Join us in a standing pigeon position. Inhale as we raise all the way up. Exhale back to Samastitihi. Do that on the other side. Bend your left knee. Bring the heel to the inside of the ankle. Vrikshasana. Option to raise the leg higher. Again, respecting any injuries, limitations that you're working with at the moment. Take the option that suits you best on this side for this pose. Ujjayi pranayama. If you're feeling clever, you can always raise your drishti to look straight ahead or up. If you're really feeling quite funky and clever, close your eyes. Notice your heart rate. When you're here in Vrikshasana, just observe the calm, the peace, the balance that this posture brings. A lot of people tend to focus their balancing endeavors on these fancy arm balances, and yet the power is often in the simplicity. From where you are, let's transition into the standing pigeon. So just releasing the leg, bringing the ankle above the knee. Your option is to slowly start to bend the knee, bringing your forearms down towards the shin. Feeling that stretch and release into the glutes and the buttocks. If you want to play with your flying pigeon, again, you bring the hands down to the floor. So if I demonstrate front on here, Bring your hands down to the floor, resting the shin on the backs of the arms. Hook the foot around the arm and raise your bottom leg off. Where your drishti goes, your energy flows. Side on demonstration for you is as so. Option 2, extend that leg. Slowly lower down, meeting me in a standing pigeon when you're ready. Inhale as you slowly raise up with control. Exhale, slowly lower the leg down. Deep breath in, arms raise up. Look up, reach up, extend. Exhale, fold down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to the ground, step or float back. Kumbhakasana, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, look forward and the squat position behind your hands. Lower down. Bakasana and Kakasana. Now for Kakasana, have your hands in front of you. Lift your hips, snuggle your legs on the outside of your shoulders. So really squeeze and hug. Bend your elbows, look forward and raise one foot off the floor. See how it feels. Raise the other foot off the floor and maybe raise both. So you're squeezing and resting your elbows to the line in between your calf muscle and your thigh. So push your elbows in there, rock forward, and here you're in a crow pose. Kakasana. If you want to play with crane pose, lift your hips high. Hands are the same, so your hands are shoulder width apart, middle fingers facing forward, thumbs facing each other, knees press into the armpits. Look forward, raise one foot, raise the other foot. Bring your big toes to touch when you're in the sky. Option from here is to jump the legs back into a high plank, lower chaturanga, and take a flow. If you're still playing with your crow pose, stay there. I'm going to join you. And the other option from here is to lower down, bring the top of your head to the floor. From here, you can lift up into your headstand. Option to stay here, or you can play with your flow back into your plank and take a flow. So there's a few little transitions that you can play with in that position. Ujjayi pranayama, deep inhale and exhale. Moving in to our standing balancing flow, incorporating the warrior series. Take a nice deep breath in as you raise your right leg up to the sky. Lengthen, extend, stretch it up, three-legged dog. Now as you exhale, lunge it just to the inside of your right hand. Spin the left heel down, bend into the right knee and inhale, raise the arms up, warrior one. Exhale, sink the hips down a little bit lower, really focusing on bringing the left hip forward, arms reach up tall. Take a deep breath in here and we're moving into our arrowhead. Reach the arms forward. So this will challenge your core strength and your balance as well. Drishti, slightly forward. Take a deep inhale. Committing to this lunge position, preparing yourself mentally and physically. We're launching into our warrior three. So loading the weight onto that front leg, float the left leg up off the floor. Warrior three position. Taking a deep inhale. Ujjayi pranayama. One more inhale. And slowly with control, lower that left leg back down behind you, directly behind, into a lunge to spin the left heel down, opening into a warrior two. So your right heel is in line with the center arch of your back foot. Sink the hips down, look over the right palm. Flip the right palm, reach the torso forward, reverse the warrior, taking an inhale. And now as you exhale, bring the right hand down to the floor on the inside or the outside of the foot, or you can rest it on the thigh. You choose. And reach the left arm over, Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. If you're in this position, try to sink the hips down lower, draw the left shoulder back, look under the left armpit. Taking a deep inhale. And exhale. Now maintain that strength in the legs to rise up into your warrior two. Straighten your right leg, heel toe your left foot in. Inhale, reach the torso forward. And as you exhale, lower the right hand down to the floor. Left arm reaches up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Deep breath in. And exhale. From this position, keep drawing the left shoulder, left hip back. Look up to the left hand. Triangle is a challenging pose to perfectly master. So really focus here on drawing the left shoulder, left hip back, right buttock forward, as though you're trying to squeeze into a toaster. Now look down at the right hand, reach the right arm forward, bend into the front knee, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, floating the left foot up off the floor. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Float the left foot back down. Warrior two, inhale. Sinking the hips down, warrior two. Now spinning the left foot in, windmill the arms around, bring your left hand on the inside of the right foot to raise the right hand up towards the sky. Parivrita Parsvakonasana, revolved Parsvakonasana. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, spin the back foot onto the ball of the foot so you end up in a revolved lunge position. Deep inhale and exhale. Look down at your front hand. Reach it forward to raise your left foot up off the floor and turn your drishti towards your right hand. Revolved half moon. Deep inhale and exhale. Lower the left foot down. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Pyramid pose as you bring your forehead down towards the knee, maybe reaching the hands back. Again, deep inhale. Slow, steady exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Look forward, reach your arms forward. Find your balance to float the left foot off the floor, standing split. Option here is to grab your standing ankle, reaching those toes up towards the sky as much as you can. Take another deep inhale. And exhale. Return the hands down to the floor. And now your option here is to play with a little jump to the back of the mat. So use your left leg as a lever to float the left leg back. Walk your hands in if you've traveled off the mat like I have. From here, I'm going to show you a chin stand. So bring your body weight forward, lower your chin to the ground, lift your feet up towards the sky. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, lower down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in. And exhale, reset. Ujjayi pranayama. Deep inhale. And exhale. We're going to repeat that on the left side. Inhale, raise the left leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Lengthen, extend, stretch it up. Take a deep breath in. And now as you exhale, Draw the left leg in, place it on the inside of the left foot. Spin the right heel down, bend into the left knee. Inhale, raise the arms up, lifting the chest. Exhale, sink the hips forward. So naturally your hips will slightly open here, but you're working towards bringing the right hip forward, trying to square the hips off to the front of the mat. The hips lower down, the arms raise up, finding strength and stability. We're moving into our arrowhead position here. So breathe in, reach the arms forward, leaning forward. So really working with strengthening into the core. Arms extend in front of you, stay strong, deep breath in, committing to the lunge position, loading the weight into the front leg, and then float the right foot up off the floor. So you're in your warrior 3 position. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3, staying strong, right hip stays down, arms reach forward. Take a deep inhale, hold as you exhale, and now lunge gently, the right leg back, high lunge pose. Spin the right heel down so your left heel is in line with the center arch of the right foot. Arms open up into warrior 2. So left heel in line with the center arch, arms open up. Take a deep breath in, flip the palm, reach the torso forward, and reverse the warrior. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior, humble warrior. Many different names, same position. Take an inhale, come back to warrior 2. Pajvakonasana. So your option is resting the elbow on the thigh, or you can bring the arm down to the floor, reaching the right arm up and over. Try to avoid collapsing the shoulder here. Draw the right shoulder back, reach the arm forward, looking under the armpit, like you're checking out if you're wearing deodorant today. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, come back to a warrior 2. Heel toe your right foot in. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Breathe in, reach the torso forward, and exhale as you lower left hand down, right hand up. Deep inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Now remember, we're going to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So look in front of you, bend into the front knee, bring the left hand in front to float the right foot up off the mat. Draw the right shoulder, right leg back. Maybe float that hand. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right leg back to the floor. Inhale here. And as you exhale, windmill the arms down. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. Left hand raises up to the sky. Pajvakonasana, Parivrita Pajvakonasana. Revolved, extended side angle. Now look down at the floor. Bring your hand in front of you and float the right foot up off the mat. Revolved half moon, very challenging position. Try to find the balance. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, you're going to float the right foot down. And I say float because it's very soft and gentle. The left hand comes down to the floor and fold into your pyramid, nose or forehead towards the knee. Option to walk the hands back. Deep inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Look in front of you. Reach the arms forward. Float your right foot up towards the sky. Standing split. Fold down. Option one hand after the other, grabbing your standing leg. Point the toes up towards the sky. Take another inhale. And exhale. Remember that funky, fun little hop that we did to the back of the mat? So jump the legs back. High plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Option of a chin stand. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Slow, steady exhale. Ujjayi pranayama. We're still holding on to the heat, so keep the breath in through the nose, not the mouth. Deep inhale and exhale. We're going to repeat that sequence one more time, each side a little bit faster. So breathe in, raise the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, lunge it forward, warrior one. Inhale, arms raise up, lift the chest. Exhale, reach the arms forward, arrowhead. Deep breath in here. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, lunge the leg back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open, warrior two. So you'll see this from a different angle now. Flip the palm, reach the torso forward. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, Pajvakonasana, arm reaches over. Deep breath in. Exhale, inhale, come back, warrior two. Straighten the leg, heel toe the foot in. Reach the torso forward, arm down. Triangle pose, Turikonasana. Deep breath in. Exhale, look in front of you, half moon. Inhale. Exhale, lunging the leg back, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms around. Inhale, right arm raises. Exhale, hold. Now prepare for the revolved half moon. Inhale. Exhale, lunge the leg back, hand to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pyramid, fold. Inhale. Exhale, reach the hands forward, float the left leg up. One hand after the other, standing split. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground, jump the leg back. Inhale. Option of a chin stand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, float the hands down. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg raises straight into it. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, arrow. Inhale. Exhale, lunging forward, warrior one. Warrior three. Inhale. And exhale, lunge back, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, open, warrior two. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Exhale, Pajvakonasana, extended side angle, inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Heel toe the foot in, triangle. Exhale, half moon. Exhale, stepping it back. Inhale, back to warrior two. It's raining here now. Exhale, windmill the arms around, revolved Pajvakonasana. Deep breath in. Let's go into that revolved half moon. Deep breath in. And exhale, lunge it back, pyramid. Deep breath in. Hold as you exhale. Hands down. Raise the right leg up. One hand after the other, standing split. Deep breath in. Exhale, finding the balance, fold down. Now hands to the floor, jump the left leg back. Inhale, option of a chin stand. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Good job. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Ujjayi pranayama, deep inhale. And now open the mouth and sigh it out. As we settle down for our final seated positions, deep inhale. Open the mouth. Bend the knees, look forward. And your option is to jump into a seated position, and you can float through, if you wish, into a seated position, lowering down. And now from here, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, reach forward as you fold forward to Paschimottanasana. Your option is to grab your shins, your ankles, outer edges of the feet, or your peace fingers can grab your big toes like we did earlier in Padangusthasana. Breathe in, lift the chest, look forward, and as you exhale, pull on the big toes, elbows down next to the shins, folding down. Again, connecting with Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale the victorious breath. And exhale. This posture is very deeply soothing, calming, restorative, very relaxing. It's a natural curvature of the spine. So you're really releasing the back line of the body, but it often allows people to feel very comfortable, very introverted, nurturing posture. If at any stage it feels too strong on your back or your hamstrings, you can simply bend the knees and that will take the pressure off like I'm doing here. So there's a little bit of a bend in the knees, a lift up off the floor, folding down. Try to tuck the chin into the chest, massaging the glands of metabolism, the thyroid and the front of the neck, and releasing the back of the neck at the same time. And one more deep breath in. And exhale. Releasing the big toes. Now just roll down onto your back, slowly rolling down. Hug the knees into the chest just for a moment. The Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So adjust the feet so that they're hip width apart, big toes turned in slightly. Fingers are lightly feather touching the heels. Press the palms down into the floor and starting from your tailbone, just like we did at the beginning of the practice, but we're working in reverse now. Inhale as you lift the hips up towards the sky, peeling the spine up off the mat, one vertebra at a time. So we're working with those pelvic tilts to really understand isolating the movement and being able to focus purely on that position. Now from here, you can interlace the hands underneath the back, straighten the arms, snuggle your shoulders underneath. Do not turn your head from side to side. So you notice that I haven't looked at you at any point during this posture. It's really important because you can strain your neck if you turn your head from side to side. So keep looking down your chest towards the ceiling, lift the hips high, push your feet firmly into the floor, feel the strength and into the buttocks, the glutes, the hamstrings, and feel that stretch from the knees along the quads into the hip flexors, opening up the front line of the body. This spinal extension is a really powerful posture. Very beneficial at opening up and working with Muladhara, Svadhisthana, and Manipura chakra, all the way to Anahata chakra. And then there we create this closure with Vishuddha chakra. With the chin tucked into the chest, we're creating that compression, that massage into the thyroid and the gland's metabolism, but it helps to create a restriction so the energies stay in those lower four chakras. That will be reversed in the next posture when we move into our fish pose and open the throat and work with Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara chakra. Take another deep breath in, lift the hips up a little higher. Now raise the heels up off the mat, the balls of the feet press into the floor, release the hands, unsnuggle the shoulders, and slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower the spine back down to the floor with control. So you're not just collapsing down onto the floor. There's a lot of focus, mindful movement here. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your knees to touch. Constructive rest, baby giraffe, or TP pose, as it's often called. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now windscreen wiper the knees from side to side, the legs from side to side. Just feels nice, a release in the lower back and the sacrum. To compare sensations and the experience of these asanas from the beginning of the practice to the end, we're going to move back into halasana, the plow pose, which is where we take the feet over the head. So shuffle down your mat as you need to. Hug the knees in towards the chest just to create a little massage into the lower back. Raise the feet up towards the sky. Press the palms into the floor to lift your hips up over your shoulders. Support your lower back and walk your elbows in a little closer towards each other. Press into the lower back to encourage those hips over the shoulders even more. Walk the feet away from you. Your option, if you prefer, you can rest the tops of the feet on the floor to stretch the tops of the feet and the ankles, or keep the toes tucked under, which stretches a little more into the hamstrings. So take your choice. I previously had the toes tucked, so this time I'm going to untuck them and point the feet just to stretch the tops of the legs. Your option from here is to stay pressing into the lower back. That can be a little bit strong, so you might like to release and press the hands into the floor just to take the edge off, or you can even try interlacing the hands if you want to. That's another variation. In classic text, this can be considered as the full expression of the posture by interlacing the hands, which is resembling a plow, a farmer's plow. Again, though, if you're seeking a little bit more, press into the back. Keep pushing those hips over the shoulders. You might be a little bit further, and if your hips are already past the shoulders, that's the full expression. You've gone to that maximum. So just see how you feel and notice the difference now compared to the beginning of the practice, how it feels in the back line of the body. Take a deep breath in. And now as you exhale, release. Press your palms into the floor. Slowly lower the spine back down. Again, one vertebra at a time. And hug the knees into the chest. So we've just had a combination of asanas where we have the chin tucked into the chest, and that creates that massage and compression as I explained, but we now want to open up the throat. Why? Is because we want to open the communication channels. Vishuddha chakra is our throat chakra, and this is connected with our psychic and also our communication. We want to open those channels up to allow us to, from yogic philosophy standpoint, speak our truth. So from where you are now, lower the feet down, lift the buttocks up, place your hands under the buttocks with your index finger and your thumb touching, and rest the butt cheeks down onto the hands. Extend your legs out, flex your feet, press your forearms into the floor, walk your elbows back. Breathe in as you lift the chest, drop the head back, and as you breathe out, lower the crown of your head to the floor, connecting Sahasrara chakra, your crown chakra, with Mother Earth. So it's very grounding, encouraging the energies to rise up to that highest chakra, opening up the throat, and now working with opening all 7 chakras. The root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. Just open and close the mouth a few times like a fish. And wiggle the jaw, as we tend to accumulate a lot of tension in our cheeks and our jaw and our throat. Try and swallow a few times if you can. Matsyasana, fish pose, very powerful posture. For those that feel or experience vertigo or any sort of discomfort, just simply rest the back of the head on the floor to take that edge off, okay? Because often it can get quite overwhelming and intense if you're not used to this posture or used to spinal extension. It's quite a powerful posture to work with a back bend into the thoracic spine as well. Take another deep breath in. This pose is traditionally held anywhere from 10 breaths to 10 minutes. So we've now been here for 10 breaths. Deep breath in as you lift the head. Look down your body. Release the elbows out from underneath you. Slowly lower the back of the head to the ground. release your hands and just take a moment here. Deep breath in. Ujjayi pranayama. Hug the knees into the chest and take a little rock from side to side, a lateral massage across the back. Just notice how you feel. Again, repeating a posture we did at the beginning of the practice, the spinal twist, Supta Parivriti. Wrap your right leg over the left. Your option is just to simply cross the legs. If you can thread the toes around the ankle or the calf muscle, do so. You can extend the arms out, or cactus if you want to. That can be a bit stronger. Place your feet on the ground, shuffle the hips over to the right side of the mat to drop your knees to the left side. And look over the right shoulder. You can close your eyes, breathing deeply. If you're seeking a little more, your left hand can encourage the knees down to the floor. Breathing deeply into the right side of the rib cage. The yogis say that our spine, we are only as young as our spine is healthy. And a healthy spine is really judged by its agility and ability of spinal twists. So working with forward bends and back bends and twists is vital for maintaining a healthy spine and a young body. At the end of the day, what we're wanting to achieve is the ability to tie our own shoelaces, to be able to easily get up from the sofa, to be able to do these simple activities like putting on a seatbelt without assistance at the age of 90, 95, 100. And this is where yoga is our best friend. It will help us to keep the body healthy. Through the asana practice, we'll be able to do these simple activities until the moment we leave our body. Take a deep breath in and exhale, return back to the center. Unwrap the legs, cross the left leg over the right, thread the toes around the calf, shuffle the hips to the left, drop the knees to the right, look over the left shoulder and breathe. Your right hand can support the knees down to the floor if you like. Noticing how deeply you can breathe in this side compared to the other side. Two more deep breaths here. Return the legs back to the center. Adjust yourself, hug the knees into the chest. A final rock from side to side. Squeeze in as tight as you can. Squeeze in a little ball. Take a deep breath in. Open up into Shavasana, taking your feet nice and wide. Let the toes flop out. Palms facing up, arms down by your side. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. And surrender. Shavasana is translated as the corpse pose. It's our final resting posture where we allow all the muscles in the body to relax and where we allow the benefits of our asana practice to be integrated into the body. Your challenge in this posture is to relax every muscle in your body to find stillness of the mind. Resist the urge of allowing the mind to wander, to simply focus on the body and the breath, and resist the urge to fall asleep. Stay aware, completely relax, soften, surrender, relax. Relax your face, relax your jaw, your eyes heavy. Relax. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Relax your chest and your belly. Relax your upper back, your mid back and your lower back. Relax the buttocks and the hips, the pelvis. Relax your thighs, your knees, your lower legs. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet. Relax your toes. Breathe deeply. Let go. Is there any tension, anything you're holding on to right now that you can possibly let go of to find complete softness, surrender, and relaxation? Bringing awareness back to your breath. Begin to deepen your inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Again, deep inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Let it go. One more time, biggest breath yet. Deep inhale. Wiggle of the fingers and the toes, inviting life back into the body. And run your thumb along the tips of your fingers. You might like to stretch out, fingers to the toes. And then hug back into a ball, the fetal position. From the death of the practice, this symbolizes the birth of a new day following the practice, or if you're at the end of the day, a new attitude. You might like to roll to one side or possibly place the hands under the knees and rock up and down the spine, shoulders to the tailbone. Make your way into a seated position when you feel ready and comfortable. Bring the hands together at the heart space in Anjali Mudra. Connecting the left palm with the right palm, symbolizing connection of the divine feminine, Ida, your left, with the divine masculine, Pingala, your right side. Symbolizing connection of yin and yang, the moon and the sun, opposing forces. All is required for balance. And take a moment to set an intention for the rest of your day or for your week. Observe the quality and sensations in your body and the calmness and stillness in your mind following your yoga practice. May you remember that peace is only a thought away. You can come back and return to this feeling at any moment if you choose to. Sealing our practice with the chant of an Om. Om is not linked to any religion. It is simply the first sound of existence, the universal sound of vibration. It is believed that when we chant Om, we are connecting one with the universe. To prepare, take a deep inhale and exhale, let it go. Inhale to join me for Om. Raising the thumbs to the third eye. Symbolizing pure thoughts of love, kindness, and compassion. Lower to the lips. Symbolizing having the courage to speak words of truth when kind and necessary. Lowering to the heart space. Symbolizing actions of love, kindness, and compassion to all beings, including and most importantly to yourself. Bow the forehead to the fingers in gratitude for your practice, in gratitude for this amazing body that could guide you through the various shapes, in recognition, love, and compassion of your efforts, freeing yourself of judgment and criticism, and simply praise and love for all you have and for all you are. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be free. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart to yours, namaste.